today's video we are gonna talk about the best equipment to take in 11.19. 11.19 deals with the major equipment changes, which means now most of the equipment that were overpowered are gone and many equipments are also being buffed. So which is the best equipment now after 11.19? You can now know with me. If you want such guides again and again, subscribe to my channel and like this video. Also try to share this video to more and more people. Now let's look at the equipment. First we have calibrated cells versus events or rammer. Anytime which is rammer, yeah. Forger is rammer. So calibrated cells versus rammer, which is more to use? We are gonna first go row wise. Then first of all we are going to complete combat power. Sorry for the background one. Now let's go with the combat power, then we'll go with vitality and then specialization. So first, calibrated shells. Calibrated shells got a nerf. What the nerf it got? Now the AP cells have got 2% nerf. APCR got buff by 1%, but that doesn't matter much. High heat has got a huge nerf from 12.5%. It is written 13, but it actually 12.5% used to be mints, and now it is 7%. So that's a big nerf for many tanks. And then heat and high explosive shells are now 7%. So should you go for rammer or vents? Most of the time I don't go for rammer. Yeah, I use in some special cases rammer. For example, you can see my UE57 having rammer because that tier is so low. Means I didn't equip it completely. I got it equipped. That's a different thing. But if I talk, yeah, vents and rammer are also good. But what you get from, please get it here. So what you get from still Cali is more. The penetration increase is also much better than the some of this. Yeah, the vents might give you a lot of things there, from a dispersion, from some of the mobility and view range, aiming, everything, gun handling. But it doesn't matter much. It's not changing. So yeah, I still go up with the Cali because I'm also kind of a border player and kind of active aggressive player. So I need a lot of penetration sometimes to cut through most of the front of the tanks. I try to meet them. I'm not kind of supportive player or not a camp. I try to take the matter in my own hands into the player. You might see that from the stats. It's a complete new account. I will show my stats again because I don't have any tank which has a lot of powers to really tell up my account. But for now, I can really tell you that if I tell my stats, you're gonna really see what type of player I am. But for if, yeah, there are some special cases where rammer might be better, but most of the time I will still say stick with calibrated shells. Next is supercharger versus enhanced gun drive. Which to use? Now if you are a frontline player, a first line player or a second line player, in future video I will tell what is first front line and what is for second and third line. So there, for now I'm gonna tell you briefly. There are 4 line of defenses: front line, second, third and fourth. Fourth is the camping. Front line is the first one, that's completely on the front, and you have supporting tanks that come in second and third line on different tanks. So if you are in any of the first 3 lines, just go with Alliance gun range drive. That's what you need. But if you are a sniping tank, now it changes quite a bit. It might be there because it not only just increase cell velocity, but it also decreases the penetration with distance. Most of you who don't know, but from the distance you shoot, the penetration decreases. Supercharger decreases that, but There also chance of 50-50 because enhanced gunnery drive give you more faster aiming time and supercharger gives you better cell velocity. Both of them are needed by any sniper tank. So yeah, there also 50-50 here. Not like I say to stick with Kali, here is 50-50. You can go with your preference in snipers, but for a first three line of tanks, you must go with Elan's gun range drive. That's what I say. Now, in the next and the last combat power, we have refined gun. We have refined gun versus. Sorry for that. Sorry for that. I am just quite here. Then sorry. We have refined gun versus vertical stabilizer. Now these both are kind of specialized. Let's look at some cases. If your tank has bad on movement dispersion but good base dispersion, just go for V. Let's first tell what these things do. Refined gun just makes your aiming circle smaller by 11% at any time. It used to be was 15%, but that was too high, so it got nerfed, and now it's 11%. And V-Staff was kind of too low, but now it's now having like 17% accuracy disperse. Refined gun makes the aiming circle smaller by 11% at any case, whether your tank is moving, stationary, turning turret, anything. But if your tank is moving, either gun is moving or turret is moving, and any movement times only, it makes your accuracy smaller and makes your aim time faster. So now what to choose? If your tank is having let's say it's your tank has having very bad overall accuracy, bad on movement dispersion plus bad base dispersion, go for V-stabs. You are gonna hit more shots. If your tank has bad on movement dispersion but good base dispersion, that's simple as it is, go for V-stabs. Same for the vice versa. If your tank has good on movement dispersion but bad base dispersion, just go for refined gun. But and if your tank has good accuracy on overall, you can go for refined gun because refined gun will make your overall completely much better. So I will say go for refined gun if you have good accuracy. Last we have vitality row. In vitality we have improved modules versus defense system. I don't know why I'm not choosing the defense system. 1 minute. Yeah, exactly. Okay. I'm here to choose this defense system. Sorry, I have to choose the defense system, not the this. Yeah. So the defense systems do. It just decreases the chance of damage that happen to your modules and crew, while this only increases durability of modules and decreases the damage from them. It only works on tracks, while this works on engine and crew and ammo rack. So both of them have similar differences and preferences. It might completely depend on your tank, what your tank is weak here and where your tank is strong. For example, a 60 TP might go for defense system, while something like an American tanks might go for improved modules. So both have this. Now we have improved assembly versus enhanced armor. Simple as it is, if your tank has sorry for that, I have to choose here again. If your tank has armor, troll armor or good armor, strong armor, go for enhanced armor. Bouncing more shots is much bouncing one more shot per game is much more better to have than like having just 100 more hit points. But if your tank has zero armor or really bad armor, just go for this improved assembly. Enhanced armor and improved assembly both have got buffed by 1%. So there you also have a plus for that. It also is a big meta shift. I have to already tell this. You have a big meta shift from many tanks. So there it is. So I will definitely say, as simple as it is, you have armor, go for more armor. If you don't have armor, go for more hit points. Simple. We have toolbox versus in-hand tracks. Now enhanced tracks just make your tracks more durable, while toolbox give you 20% more module repair speed. Simple as it is, go for toolbox. Enhanced tracks doesn't have only works only if you have tracks. Yeah, you have very special case. For example, I am a really good side skipping player, and if I want to unlock this equipment slot, if I am really willing to unlock this equipment slot, I may go for enhanced tracks, as I am side scraping and I might get a lot more track. And enhanced tracks also gives you one more special ability, that if you're not running enhanced tracks, your tracks, if get repaired, will have much worse terrain crossing capacity, while if you are running enhanced tracks, your tracks will have more crossing capacity. But toolbox is overall for majority of players a better choice. If you are not a side scraping player, if you are not very completely dedicated to side scraping, that I am also not completely dedicated, I may also change weather to the tanks. And for example, in 752 I side scrape in 752, but if you don't, then actually just go for. Next we have specialization. In specialization we have got a camo percent nerf. Sorry, yeah. The camouflage net is now decreased for tank destroyers and light tanks for both. So what to choose? If you are a frontline tank, if you are frontline heavy or TD, go for improved optics. But if you are a sniper, go for camouflage net. Now for lights and mediums it changed a bit. For mediums still you can go for improved optics because you don't have that much camouflage. But one thing is there for the, let's say, I'm just forgetting the name, what's that, yeah, if you have light tanks and light tanks might be there because you need both camouflage net and improved optics. So there's also a personal preference. It depends on the playstyle. If you are trying more on spotting rather than flanking and supporting, you must go for optics. But if you are trying to more flank, support and scout, means more flank and support from behind and trying to get the enemy sniping TDs back, go for camouflage. It will help you a lot. Next we have engine accelerator versus improved control. Here what to choose? For most of the majority of players who are watching my video, just go for engine accelerator. But there are special tanks where I recommend to go for improved control. Now what the improved control does? Improved control increases your turn rate of your tank, while engine accelerator just increases your power by 6%. It does that by 12% and it's 6%. So in total, if your tank has really bad turn rate, just go for this. If not, if your tank is overall immobile, mobile, anything, if your tank is not specially really bad in let's say turn rate, just go for this engine accelerator. Next we have high-end consumable versus consumable delivery system. Now both have special things. If your tank doesn't, if you don't run any special consumables, like here I don't, I am running not any special consumables, I am running double repair kit plus a free engine power booster, which in every battle I forgot to just run out. That's simple as it is. I don't run anytime, just I'm keeping up. So if you don't come up any high, means if you're not keeping any special consumable that like at the, let's say, reactive armor or tungsten, just don't go with the high-end consumables. But if your tank has one, especially tungsten, just go for this. And it's kind of a very big thing. For example, whenever I used to play in the 60 TP line any tank, I was able to just get one more shot every time in using high-end consumables. Not in the 60 TP because it has quite a longer reload than 53 TP and 50 TP, but yeah, but still helped me to get kind of one more shot there. Oh. So it kind of really matters there. sometimes. It also got buffed in the recent update in 11.19. I don't know how much, but it got a quite big buff. So I still say run high and consumable if you are stressable. So now if so now that's the complete equipment guide for 11.19, and you might be ready for battle. If you want more content like this, subscribe to my channel and like the video, and comment me for any videos you have. Bye bye.